Okay, you are welcome here. Yep, you are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Nice to see you connected online. I am waiting for the other Feggicolla girls to join in, but hey, this still has to go on, whichever way, because we've got um, a topic that concerns old students, new students, alumni, expos, everyone. It's just for us to brainstorm and see what our sick bay, which we used to call dispensary, was like when we were in Feggicola. And so while I still wait for others to join in, have you got any? How's been your day? Hey, how has been your day? My day has been, I'll say, quite busy. It's been quite busy. I'm glad it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So today, it's about health. When we were at Feggicola, how was the sick bay? How was the dispensary? What were your thoughts? So I would like you to write in the comment down below. Tell me what you think about the dispensary when we're at Feggicola, when we're at Federal Government Girls College, Akure. And at the same time, I would like to ask, how was your experience there? Before we go on, I am still waiting for others to join, but I want to do it as quickly as possible. And this is where I will bringing on the picture of the day. How many of us remember this? Right there in the comments. Come on, right in the comments down below. Tell me what you think of. Then we were not allowed lanterns because of the safety issues, but we had the touch. We had the touch. We used to call it touch light. Some people call it flashlights in a different part of the world. So we had the torch for going in the dark places and all that. What are your thoughts? Did you have one of this? If you had one, do you still have it? Because I know some people are good at keeping um, monuments, I'll say. So do you still have your touch with you, or have you seen anyone in recent times? Write in the comment down below and let me know what you think. Without further ado, I'll go on to the next part of the discussion, and that is celebrating the September celebrants who we couldn't mention their names last time. And you are welcome. You're welcome in. You're welcome, Tolu. Thank you for joining in. And we're celebrating Ronke Akinrotimi. She was in Yellow House. And Nike Imorua, she was in Blue House. What do you know about them? Type in the comment. Type in the comment. Since I'm all by myself with Tolu here, I don't know if Tolu has anything to say about Ronke or Nike. Tolu.
Right, outside. I think there's, I don't know, is there noise in the background? Because actually I'm outside.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's actually fine. I can hear you.
It's a bit windy here. Um,
Yes.
yeah, first of all, I think in Feggicola, I think I knew Nike Mora because we're in the same class. I think I'm not sure whether it was 1 to 3, but anyway, from SS3. And Nike, one thing I always remember about um, Nike Mora is that when they did that. What's that song? That cultural dance. He was one of the members when they were singing. What's it? The song. Anyway,
Yeah.
Nika was very more mature than us, and but she was also quite funny. That's one of the things I remember about her. And she used to, you know, make plans about the future, and it was always quite funny the things she used to talk about. That's one of the things I remember quite vividly about Nikki Moran. I remember, oh God, there was a senior that she liked, and I remember Nikki composing a song for her. think it was Olive, was Olive or something. I can't remember the name properly. Anyway, so Nike, happy birthday to Nike.
Yeah.
Ronke, Ronke, well, I know Ronke now, but I didn't know her very well in school then. But
Yeah.
I can say, Ronke, I'm giving
Handful.
her the title of Ijobo number one.
Okay.
And Ronke is
Okay.
a really lovely, lovely person
Yes.
to know. And yeah, so happy birthday,
So
Ronke. She's got a
awesome.
very
Yeah.
kind heart. That's one of the things I've come to know about her.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm
Thank you.
walking up the stairs. I'm
Yeah,
out
it's
of breath.
fine. Thank you very much, Tolu. Thank you. Tammy Karim, that's Amriola Fabusuyi. You're saying, oh, it wasn't a nice place, poorly equipped. Yeah, we haven't got there yet. Okay, let me go to the next thing. And that is a question about our dispensary and our sick bay. What was it like? So you've set the ball rolling by saying it wasn't a nice place and it was poorly equipped. All right, thank you very much for that comment. Thank you. The first question I'll be asking every one of us, please type in the comments, where was the sick bay located within the boarding house, and was it easily accessible for all residents, including those with mobility issues? Actually, in Akura, I don't think there were many. I can't remember anyone with mobility issues. Yes, in this generation, you might have to consider that and say, oh, there should be access to those with wheelchairs and all that. But in Akure, there were no. I can't remember anyone having mobility issues during our time. Maybe it was during your time, or for those who are listening, those who are in other sets who are listening, if there were mobility issues, please type in the comment down below and tell us, was the sick bay located in the right place? I don't know if it was taken away from where it was during our time, and was it easily accessible to all residents? I would actually say look, where was it located? I think it was behind Yellow House. No, not behind Yellow House. It was close to the staff quarter. I can't remember where it was now. I'm trying to rack my brain. Where was the sick bay during that time? I knew it was far somewhere in the bush between Yellow House and Purple House. What do you think, Tolu?
I think it was somewhere. I was just trying to remember now, but I think it's somewhere on the way to the staff quarters, somewhere there.
Yes.
Before you go to the staff quarters, but somewhere in between, like you said, it's
Mm,
that angle of Yellow House and staff quarters. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. What would you do? Can we say it was easily accessible? I wouldn't say it wasn't in the middle of where everyone was. It was far out. Um,
yeah,
and I can imagine if someone had an emergency, you would need a friend to go with you, or because it was a dark, it wasn't well lit. It was just far from everyone else.
I think I
So
was only ever there once.
and for us not to even remember where it is, like where was it? I mean, it wasn't a popular place. Yes, thank God
Absolutely
for
not.
that. We didn't have need for it as much as some other people would. And I'm sure some have benefited from it, emergency. So, yes, if you've had a good experience with the dispensary, please write in the comment down below. If you're watching, you're joining us. Thank you for those online. I mean, to those online, thank you for joining us. Was it accessible for all residents? I, I really don't know, but I would like people from Blue House, Green House, Yellow House, Purple House, Red House. Please comment. Was it accessible? And because I want us to do it so quickly, nice, I have to move swiftly to the next thing. Now, for October celebrants, we have Bola Ogunkola, we have Jumoke, and Laide Fuja. Do we know any of them? I can't remember Laide so well. I've been trying to think. Like
It was
Greenhouse.
very
I know
quiet.
Greenhouse. Ah, maybe that's all.
Greenhouse. She was quiet. I remember
Okay.
her. Yeah, I
Uh,
know she's quiet.
oh, I've been trying to think.
Bologunkola was in. Okay, let
But
me not move on.
yes, couple guys with
Yeah.
you. Oh, great.
I remember Bola's houseware, actually. One of
Ah,
her housewares.
I think it was a bit flamboyant, wasn't it? It wasn't
Yeah,
simple. not
It
flamboyant, but it
wasn't.
wasn't simple.
Yeah, it wasn't that simple. No, I remember.
Because
And I remember one other thing I remember about Bola was that she used to have her keys on a necklace around her neck. Because I remember whenever we go, because obviously we're in the same house. So when she wants to open the locker, she doesn't take it off. She will just come close to the locker to turn the keys. Yeah.
that was good
It's
strategy not to lose it because there was
interesting the things you remember.
yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, great, great. And Jumoke was Blue House. I know. I remember Bola was friends to Lola. Forgotten her surname now. Molola. Molola now.
Which one? Purple House. Lola Latoy.
Popular. Lola Latoye, yes. They were like 2 and 4 then. They were always
Mhm.
moving together and all of that. So yeah, I remember that. Uh Jumoke, Blue House. Jumoke wasn't in my class, but actually she existed in on campus then. But
Mm.
I didn't have a close
No,
um
I didn't see that, but
contact.
I knew her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Temi says yes, behind Yellow House on the way to the staff quarters. That's where the dispensary was. Okay, thank you very much for
Why
juggling
is
our
Jamie
brain.
not talking and just typing? And why is it
Because
that
she's not
nobody else?
online. I don't know. Today, for some reason, we're blessed to have 2 of us here. Actually, I already thought I was going to be the only one dishing out the stuff, so it was going to make it very quick. Maybe under 10 minutes, I would have finished. So thank you very
I
much
just
for
happened to
joining.
finish your program, so I was able to, and I
Oh,
saw it. I
bless.
thought, okay, let me join.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Yeah, Temi, jump on, please. Or maybe I should send you the link so you can jump on. Let's have more than 2 of us here. Okay, I'll go on to the next one. The next question is let me take that away. Who was responsible for the operation of the sick bay? Were there trained medical personnel or staff members with first aid certification available? That one we don't know. Was the sick bay or dispensary staffed 24/7, or were there specific hours of operation? Where is Feggicopedia? She would have remembered all of this information.
Well, the operation of the sick bay, when we first got there, it was matron, the elderly lady. And then the other woman, when she took over, that was her assistant. I'm not sure. She was responsible for it, but I think the whole thing went downhill from there. Um, in terms of training, I'm not sure she was. We don't know, do we?
Mm.
I don't think we're in a position to know whether they were actually
You wouldn't
trained,
know.
but you know, but I felt that the previous metro was more professional
Mm.
than the yeah, the second one. Whether it was staffed 24/7, I only went there once, so I don't
Yes,
know. But I
yes.
think people used to say it was closed, so I don't think it was open 24/7 anyway, because I think there were
Mm.
instances where people would say, oh, it's closed or something like that. But anyway, I don't know.
Yeah. And with a boarding school like that, I would have thought really should have been 24/7 because some people would oh, somebody's on. Let me bring her on. Okay, she's still trying to join in with us. I would have thought it should have been well staffed, being a boarding school because if someone was sick, I can't, we had sicklers in our midst, then we
Mhm.
had different things, allergies, people could fall. I can remember crossing the red house, the gutter. There were always open gutters. And
Mhm.
I can't remember. I still have the scratches on my laps. Several times you fall into those gutters and you need first aid. How would you? So I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember what happened, what transpired when we were there. If we had 24/7, but Esther, what do you think? Who was responsible for the sick bay? Were they trained medical practitioner and was it staffed 24/7? Esther, over to you. Sorry to put you on the spot. on the What do you think? What was the experience of the sick bay of the dispensary? We used to call it the dispensary.
Mm.
Yeah, what was your experience of it? Or you never went there, or you didn't even know where it was? Yeah. What was your experience, Esther? Or you're still trying to think? Okay.
Maybe the audio is not connected.
Yeah. Okay. While Esther is still trying to think, I think we'll go on to the next one. Hey, I'm so glad we're making it sharp, 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 sharp. Thank you very thank you very much. To those online, thank you for joining us online. Please write your comments. Don't leave just the two of us talking and chatting about the dispensary of Feggicolla. Let's hear your thoughts. What was your experience, and what do you think should have been done better to equip that? Well, that is if he wasn't well equipped. To one of the 3 of the October celebrants again are Ifi, Adina, Folake Olowofela, and Nnena. I can't remember her surname now. Nnena.
Ihekuna.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ihekuna.
Kuna IHS.
Mm.
Yes. So, what are your thoughts? Ify and Nina were very good friends. They were like always in and out together. I remember that one. Was it? Yeah, it was Ify now. Ify and Nina. They were together in school. They were friends. For Lake Olofela, Yellow House. I knew Folake was in, I think she was in D class with Esther Raga and the other people. Because I think D class was blessed with the big ones. Those who were like looking more mature than most of us. Uh okay. Esther, are you okay? Not yet. All right. Temi Karim, are you still typing? Are you still there? What can you say about any of these beautiful ladies? Ify and Nena. Top, where are they? You're welcome, Tope. Welcome, Tope. Tope. Okay, we'll carry on. Welcome those who are just joining
Nena.
us. Yes, go on.
So I think we were in the same dorm. I think it was in J. Was it JS1 or JS2? I remember. In fact, I remember her middle name. You know when you're with dorm with people because you see all their labelings and everything. Yeah. So
Yes.
Nena was. If you two was in Purple House, I knew you very well. If you again. So yeah, both. Nena was very, very serious, very studious. I remember in Nigeria, I used to think, am I in the same year with this person?
You're right.
Yeah, Nena was very much like that. For like I was never in the same. She was in Yellow House, and also we're not in the same class. So even though I knew her in the set at the time, I remember her time there, but I never really had any direct dealings with her. At least I can't remember. But yeah. Well, happy birthday to all the lovely sisters. In fact, I have
Yes,
not been typing, I've not been active on the group, so this is my opportunity to catch up and say happy
thank
birthday.
you. Thank you. Happy birthday to you, ladies. Yeah, thank you very much. Tolu. Tony is on. You're welcome, Tony.
Hello, mommy. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. We're talking about the dispensary, the sick bay. We have asked so many questions, and I think they were begging for answers, but we were able. Tolu and I were able to at least say what we know or what we knew, what we know about it. So we were asking initially where the dispensary was located,
Mm,
was easily accessible to all residents. We also asked if the staff were 24/7 and who was
if the staff,
responsible for the operation. Yeah,
okay.
go ahead. So if you can summarize all of those questions,
I,
that'll be great.
I can't recall where the dispensary was in GS1. I knew it was somewhere, but I know that at a point in time the location was moved to one of the staff quarters right behind Yellow House.
Yes, yes.
That's I can't remember where it was initially. I'm not sure whether it's close to the admin block or so. I'm just trying to, you know me, I'm school two gang. I can't remember much.
It's good to.
Yes,
But
so
at least you tried. You confirmed what Ariella said. She said yes, behind Yellow House on the way to the
yes,
staff.
at some point it was behind Yellow House. The staff, the nurses,
Yeah.
well, I guess they were okay. I remember one particular woman that was dark skinned. People used to people used to complain about her a bit actually. But
But
personally, I can't remember her name. Hello.
look, we can't. You can't
But
remember.
personally,
You,
you
Can
can
you
hear
hear
me.
me?
yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
I can
you.
hear you clearly.
Welcome,
Okay.
Feggicolla.
Okay, you can't see me, Abby. Sorry. Sorry,
Yes,
you can't
the
see you.
the dispensary was behind Yellow House and it has always been there. It was never relocated.
Okay. I
Yes,
thought
it
it
was
was
never relocated
Yeah.
okay. I think it
in
was
our
somewhere
six
else.
years.
Mm.
I thought it was somewhere before.
No,
Anyway,
no,
there's
no, no,
no
no. In
difference.
Yellow House, lower now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ross.
going to. If you leave Yellow House and you want to go towards the staff quarters,
Yes, like we're going to the field. Though. It was the very first building. Then I
Yes.
was saying that people used to
can you
complain
guys
about
hear
that.
me?
You know,
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
we can hear you, Taiwo.
Can hear you.
Okay, so I said people used to complain about that dark skinned nurse. I don't know. I can't remember her name.
Nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn lazy kù obìnrin yẹn orí ìjókòó tó bá wà báyìí náà ló máa wà throughout. I've forgotten
I
her
didn't even
name.
know that. I didn't even know we had nurses there. I'd only
We
been
had
there
a
Yeah,
nurse
so
once.
now. She was so. I've never
that one
seen.
was that one was always there. That one had been the one there from JS1. But
Yes,
I
she
personally,
was there throughout. Very lazy woman.
I was just sorry, Jare,
Kò
I'm
kò
forgetting.
dìde attend sí yàn rí
I,
orí
I work.
ìjókòó
I
tó
work
bá
kill you more. I work kill you more today.
ẹ má bínú.
No, it's go on. Now,
So people used to complain
I'm
about
just
the woman.
the ginger in
And
the
I guess
comment.
it was true, sha. Like Taiwo said, I mean, sure, man, she complained. But when I got to Akure, she was my aunt's neighbor. My aunt that was staying in Akure, they were neighbors, and I don't know, maybe they attended the same church or something. So she was like, I don't even know whether I would call her my guardian, sha. But they were always sending her to me. So that made me like, I don't know whether I would say I used to get preference. Not that I really needed treatment. So I don't understand. In a situation, maybe somebody was sick and all of that. I'm not sure of how they used to behave. But the fact that, Nigerian factor, okay, I can't even remember her name. Mommy, can you call mommy church is okay? So we had a kind of rapport that shielded me from all those kind of negative
You,
feedback that
you
people
didn't
had
get the
about
real
her.
experience.
Yes, I didn't get the real
You
experience
got
of the
premium
woman.
experience.
Yes. Then there was one other lady, I think Auntie Comfort or something. At some point,
Yes,
she
there
had
were
one very
two.
strong
Yes.
Ondo accent like that.
Wow.
I
I
remember
don't
that
even remember
woman.
anything.
In fact, the
No
reason I
idea.
remember her for a very I work in a man with and all those competitions I'm managing by what do you call these things now? All these inter-house cultural things. I remember that lady too because there was a time that we needed costumes and we went to her. It was Buki Olumati and I. Buki was supposed to act a narrator, so we were looking for a show, okay. And we went to that nurse and she gave it to us. That was a third one. Okay, this one that I said had accent is different. There was another third auntie like that. I'm not sure if she was Yoruba, but a bit smaller in stature. Who people used to say was nicer than that dark one. That one saw it.
But ṣe mọ̀ pé woman ti bí yẹn ni head nurse àbí was the matron
Only head
kind of.
not. So
I hated going
Mm.
to the let me tell you why I
Dispensary.
hated it.
she used
So
to shout
JS
at
one
people.
tí gbogbo èèyàn máa ń sọ pé kinní kan queen máa ń yín wọn lára. Èmi ò mọ̀ pé queen ló máa ń yíyàn lára. Èmi bá lọ parọ́ pé piritin yín mi lára. Obìnrin yẹn lé mi dànù tó jẹ́ pé ó that woman. I wanted to use the excuse to sleep in the dispensary kí n sọ pé mo sick. Ó lé mi.
Oh
One
goodness.
of their
So
drivers.
was it 24/7? Was it operational 24/7? Because that I don't have a clue.
Yes, I
When
think
they
so.
Clear.
admitted people, ó
Yes,
dà
they
pé
had
nurse
some
máa ń wà
admission.
ńbẹ̀.
Yes. And if the sickness got out of hand, then I know
We
they used
take them
to
to the
take it to the
hospital
general
outside.
hospital in town. Yes, they used to be
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
24/7.
I think we once had a male doctor too. Or sorry,
I'm
Mm.
maybe
surprised that nobody passed on because of that our dispensary that we have.
We thank God
Ariola has
for
already
mercy.
said
Wọn ò lè
it
fúnyàn
wasn't
ní
a
drip
nice
gan níbẹ̀.
day.
Àbí ṣe ever gbọ́ pọ́n fúnyàn drip ńbẹ̀?
Paracetamol and kìnìkan ló máa ń fún yàn lóyún.
most schools náà wọn ò ní fún yàn drip ṣé proper doctor ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn
Àbí
gan ò ní fẹ́ dáràn náà.
But ní
owó tó
Nàìjíríà
ní
náà kò
wàhálà.
lè fúnyàn drip náà ní Nàìjíríà gbà yẹn. Even up until now, ṣebí nọ́ọ̀sì ló lọ gún Mohbad lábẹ́rẹ́.
Ìyẹn wọ́n lọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì wá ni. There are some nurses that work from home now.
Kò ní jẹ́ nurse tó wà ní school,
Kò
kò ní
ní
jẹ́
jẹ́
nurse tó
nurse
wà
tó
ní
wà
structured
lọ́spítù gan.
environment.
Irú nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn gan hospital tó
Anyway,
ti ń
Prince ò
ṣiṣẹ́
tẹ̀ nígbà
wọn
náà.
ò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ kó lọ fún yàn lábẹ́rẹ́
You know,
behind.
people don't accept that kind of
Prince ò
thing.
tẹ̀ nígbà.
Àwọn ọmọ là ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Okay.
Ọlọ́gun lábẹ́rẹ́.
Prince
Okay.
was too diligent for that. He will not agree to that.
Mhm.
All right.
People would never have agreed to such a thing.
Let's look at the next thing, because it was sweet as we were just going pre. So thank you very much for joining in. You're putting the spices, the Maggi and tomato and everything into it now. Thank you very much. The next question is transportation and external medical facilities. Were there transportation available for residents who needed to visit external, like the hospitals, and what was the proximity of the hospital, the dispensary to the hospital? Anybody had a clue, an idea?
I remember
She
back
used
in
to go to state
school,
hospital.
I went to, I don't know which hospital, but at that time, I think it was this awareness to breast lump and all those things. It was in school I found out I had a lump back then. I can't remember, of course, I
Please
can't
tell me,
remember
Abby.
more. Yes,
Please
so
tell me.
Kẹ́mi,
please tell
Eh,
me.
ṣé ó ti
Yes,
gúnyàn ńgbà yẹn ni?
I remember that incident.
Ẹ má
Kẹ́mi
bínú o,
Palawo,
first
it was just
question
one,
first,
though.
cause èmi ò ní anything láyà mi tí mo fi kúrò
What is
l'Ákúrẹ́.
The Rora SS3.
what are you doing?
Eh?
Of course.
Because
I
Kẹ́mi ò sanra ńgbà yẹn now, she was very skinny.
but as at imagine Daruko, maybe there was a
We're
time
teenagers now.
somebody
Yes,
told my
teenager boy èmi bra top lèmi wọ̀ jáde kúrò l'Ákúrẹ́ o, mi mọ̀.
mo ní
Èmi ò ní
small bra
kẹ̀kẹ́.
kan gbà
Mi ò ní bra ẹyọ kan báyìí.
pé àwọn kan tí máa forúkọ bò láṣìírí tí wọ́n mú lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì mi má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ jù ṣáà jẹ́ ká ra jẹ́ ká dé mọ́lẹ̀. Ó yẹ kó rántí náà Táíwò ní Red House. I remember that white bra, I won't forget. It was stolen on the bed. So don't let me digress. Back to what I was saying. So I can't remember how it happened, but I remember I was taken to the hospital.
Èmi ò
That's
mọ̀
why
pé
I was.
èèyàn kan lè rí irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o, sorry.
I know I had to. I don't know how, but I remember going to the hospital and it was a male doctor. Did you ever have a male doctor? But I don't think he was in the dispensary. I think from the
Ta ni doctor ni?
Mobi doctor or whatever it is, the child took me to the hospital. I said, yes, it was outside. I met the male doctor, and then it was I was asked to check it and let my parents know and all that. I got it removed when I got back to Lagos.
Wow.
Yeah, I think during that holiday and all that, I got
Yes,
it.
I remember because I was telling someone of all the things in Akure, me that I didn't remember so many things. Somehow your experience with that surgery stuck.
Yeah.
Because I remember when you came back and you were gisting us during D class. No, you were gisting and you were telling us I'm very patient. She said I called you were you asleep? You said when
I
you
was
were
asleep.
I was asleep,
but I felt a little bit of pain. Yeah.
Yeah, so you said it. I remember that you told me.
True,
Because
true.
I had another friend in later years who had breast cancer. Actually, as was malignant
Mm.
and all of that.
Yeah, it was
So
it
much I
was
could
it was
remember.
long.
Wow.
And thank God for that awareness. Then I
Mm,
probably wouldn't have even known.
mm,
I don't know, but
Mm.
I don't know what led to it. I sha know I found myself. I remember the part that I went to the hospital and the doctor and he said, "Wow, there's a little bit of lump in it," but of course I had to tell my parents, and they said, "Okay, when you get back home, you see the family doctor, blah blah blah," and that was it.
wow. That's
Anyway,
That's the little
okay.
in
part I
Thank
can
Feggicolla,
God.
remember.
there were vehicles to take people to the hospital.
Mm,
Yes, I don't know how I
And
got there. I can't
no, there
remember
were. I
that
remember
part.
because I also remember Mary going to the hospital, being on admission at
Mm.
some point. Mary Agbohai. That was another person. I don't know, someone maybe I was just so scared of hospitals. In fact, when you're in the hospital, mama budgies here with raps, can you
attention.
Shame there.
Okay. Thank
Actually, I
you.
think it's when I got to Akure, I had never really had any reason to visit a clinic, a hospital, even as a child.
Mm,
I think I was very, very healthy. So, and my mom was a pharmacist anyway. So, we can go to Shiva
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd never, ever, ever had a need to visit the
Àwa
hospital.
àwa
So,
sick
the
gan.
hospital used to be like,
Fáìlì wa ga tó ìlọsí.
okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know I said we're going to make it sharp, sharp, sharp tonight so that we don't keep everyone for too long. Eshigoni. Thank you. Doyi Adelabu, Zainab Abu, and Titi Tade, October celebrants. Happy birthday to them all. What can you say about them? Tulu, it's your time to wish them again because she says it's her own time to now wish them a happy birthday because she hasn't been doing that on the platform.
Happy birthday, everyone.
All right, they've heard you. Okay,
Why
what
did
can
you
we
want to
say?
me sit about Ibumi?
Ah, now you talk calm now. You said it. You said it now that it's your own time to wish them a happy birthday. So thank you very much for wishing them. And thank you for being the first one to connect here. You don't know what that means to us all. That's thank you for not leaving me alone to be talking.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
sorry we came late, Bumi. Sorry, so sorry we came
No,
late.
no, no, no.
Mm.
You're here now. That's what matters. Thank you. Yeah, Donya Delabu, head girl. What can we say about them all?
Yeah, Adela was in Blue House. I don't remember much about her,
Yes,
sha,
I
but
do.
I
I
sha
don't
know
think I
the
ever
name.
interacted with her in school. So the only thing I just knew about her was
She
that she was
was
head girl and
She
she was
was
in A class
yeah, she was in
during
Blue
her
House.
junior classes.
okay. We were in the same class
Hey, yeah.
from JS1 to SS1, and even when I still talk to her, I used to remind her because we had one maths teacher then. His name was Mr. Obo, and though he laughs a lot, she giggles a lot. So, so I don't know why she giggles a lot, but the guy will go, "Ade doing Ade labu." You know the story of the grasshopper that laughed and laughed and laughed, and the lips got burnt, kiniko inside fire. So every time I remember doing that's what comes to my head. Mr. Obo, our math teacher, and doing. I don't know if he was though he was a very intelligent. Well, she was very brilliant. She was one of the brilliant ones in A class. So I
Yeah.
don't know if the guy was offended by her laughing or I don't know because it wasn't like he was angry when he says it. It's just the way he says it. Are
Mm.
they doing Adelabu? You know the cricket that laughed and laughed and laughed and keep it going inside the fire. I'm sure you will still be
Quite a
laughing.
caution.
She has
Oh,
always been a very cool, level-headed person anyway. Still the same.
yeah. Titi Tade, grammarian. She was. I used to. I used to
Ajebota
think
of
she
our
was.
time.
Yeah, I used to
And
think
the
she
ball
was.
Pro Max.
Oh my God.
Ajebo Pro Max ni. Ó ti ń sọ fún náà láti
Eh,
hey, títí táàdì. If
it's
Yomi
on.
Bakari was here, there is something I would have said and she will laugh and laugh. She's the only one that can understand
Ah,
that joke.
was here a while ago. And she's left.
Oh, and she left. Oh,
For your network, she's
because
been.
we were in SS1A together with Titi Tade. And you know, me, I used to be awed by Titi Tade's accent. Yeah, so there was a day we were just in class. So and she said, I don't know what they were saying. I can't remember what the gist was about. But the next thing I just heard was, yummy, that for what? Eh? I was like, kilos. So I thought, it's about to be yummy. I'll just say, even till now, when I see to yummy on the phone, I go, yummy, that for what? And yummy, but I worry, we surely gbagbe ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni mo ní mi ò lè gbàgbé o.
Yummy what? I don't understand.
So they were talking about somebody. And then Sister wanted to find out the person's surname. So normal person will say that yummy dapo what? But Sister in all her Oyinbo Pro Max was like, yummy dapo what? So me, when I now see Yomi Bakari, I'll now go, yummy dapo what? And she goes, well, what is it? Only already. Unfortunately, me only gbagbe. But Sister is she's a very lovely soul. I remember one time that my dad was ill, so I admit on loose, and I just called her like that, and she went to see him. That was I think in 2017, and my dad said, "Taye, half of him call." I said, "Lady, you know, I just yes," and she was like, "Half of him call don't saw me ugbo." Anyway, the principal yín ṣe ó ní bí principal yín ṣe kọ́ gbogbo yín kẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹni pé nǹkan ń jò yín lẹ́nu. Wọ́n ní my dad said mo kàn ń wò ó ni half of nǹkan tó ń sọ mi ò gbọ́. So I still appreciate that till date. And anybody tí mo mọ̀ tó bá lọ lù tí bá sọ fún títí máa attend to, she goes far above and beyond for them.
Yeah.
So she's a lovely soul. That's why I call her a saint.
Actually, I must say something about it. Even though we're not, well, I knew her, but we're not close in school. But just to buttress what I just said, I remember a few years ago when I lost my cousin, and then I reached out on the team, even to the group, to ask for contacts. We were trying to arrange all sorts, and I needed some printer. Titi was one of the people. I think somebody else too responded. Well, Titi not only gave me contacts but followed up, and she was just amazing. And I was really, oh God, my hand, let me take off my video because I'm eating. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, so she was really, I really appreciated that. She just went above and beyond and, reached out to me and all that. So, yeah.
Yeah. And her office is upstairs. I can imagine how that's her daily exercise. When I went to Lagos for my dad's burial, I was in Luth, and our office is right upstairs. They have to climb up and down the stairs, and so maybe that's what has
she's
kept
very
her.
athletic. I don't think she can be any fatter than she is right now.
Okay, Zainab, Ajia, Zainab. Yeah, she was in E class with Mary. They were all always working together. The Yellow House gangs. I think most of the Yellow House girls were even in E class.
Yeah, she was in E until SS2.
Okay, let's go.
SS2. We were in the same class together, SS2 and 3. She was close to Ronke, Dayo, Sanyali, them.
Fola.
Those girls, don't let me start. We are on the World Wide Web. I think Babu is a lovely solo. In fact, she's the only Hausa that I know that speaks Yoruba very well.
I think Yoruba better than Yoruba.
Yes.
You can't sell her in Lagos.
Oh no, you can't.
Okay.
And I remember that Abu used to be what's the word now? She could not be bullied by most of our seniors. Yellow House, we had quite some very
not Abu.
Nice. But I don't know, for some reason she was just alone to herself. It was like, whoa, don't cross that table. Abu.
She was an extrovert, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Understatement.
If there's anything higher than an extrovert, is that what you're trying to say?
What
All
did you
right.
say? Sorry.
Okay. So I thought you said it was an understatement that she's an extrovert.
Big time.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a little. Okay. So isolation and quarantine, whatever you want to say it is, where there are isolations or quarantine facilities available in the sick bay for residents with contagious illnesses, and what procedures were followed to prevent the spread of contagious diseases among borders. Also, maybe we could question were there adult health checkups or wellness programs for residents. I think Kemi has already mentioned that the breast awareness for what, and where the vaccinations or immunizations encouraged or required. I don't think this is kind of high level mini hospital clinic. Ours was a dispensary. Drugs or anything there was to take drug. I don't think it was it was to treat you for
Yes,
anything.
so it
But
was mainly a
and
dispensary.
Mo fẹ́ béèrè pé jọ,
very
which country was our dispensary? Torí ìgbà tó sọ pé contagious disease.
Okay. Àwọn grandma yìí wá ṣe wá pọ̀ báyìí.
No, but some people be like when someone had chicken pox, it was contagious. I don't think it was. I don't know how was
No,
it
they had
dealt with.
quarantine facilities.
By
Yes,
the time
they
they
had.
saw it in the sick bay, it was too late. You spread it already.
Fumi, let me respond to you. Say you
Very
dey whine
likely, but
me.
they did have. No, Taiwo,
Well,
sincerely, they did have. They had. I can't,
What?
I can't remember, but I know, like I said, I used to visit the place a lot because she used to bring me cabin and biscuits and all of that. And I recall that there were times that there were people in the sick bay, and they would be like, the place had like a kitchen. The building was actually like one of the residences now, one of the
It was a
teachers.
bungalow. Uh-huh.
So the kitchen
Yeah,
area
I
then
remember.
was I remember on occasions that they would tell me I don't go there. Or somebody would have calamine lotion and all of that. They had they
Yeah,
reserved the kitchen for that purpose then.
it's true.
If
okay,
you say so.
Wọ́n káàbọ̀.
They will definitely have things like that in place, because especially for things like this measles that we're talking about. They
On
will.
this matter, me, I was in school too.
Okay, thank God. There's one thing that you can claim to
yeah, I was
yourself.
in school
It's
five.
not that I forgot
Schools.
you. Èmi ò agree, but I will be in school too.
Ìwà
Five
ìṣayé ló wà ń gbà ẹ́.
I was five. I can't remember anything apart from the
Then
location.
èmi ò ń sábà sick no. So
Probably.
no, me ń sábà sick lákùrẹ́.
Nǹkan mo débẹ̀ rí. So
So
I
And
can't
then do
speak.
you remember that when you go to the dispensary, she had this hardcover notebook. She will write your name and your details
Yeah.
inside. Àtògùn tán fún yín.
Sure now. It has to be recorded.
I remember she used to do that one very diligently.
I hope you're Manelani. He spoke medicine. Or if a child had a reaction, and then they would now have to ask her what kind of things she gave the person. I guess that was very important then.
Very important.
all right, let's go on. Thank you very much. So for those who are thank you to those online. There are people online watching, listening. Please share your experience. We might be saying things from how many years ago? 30 something years ago. If you graduated from Akure and maybe we now have a standard hospital in Akure. Please share with us what your comments are so we can know that okay, those of you who were new, who are after us, enjoyed the facility more. But let us know what your experience was. At calling the dispensary, you called us in your own time. Let us know. Thank you very much. We go on to the next question because we want to finish on time today. Hey, even at that, we've gone 45 minutes already. Okay, Augusta, Irenose, and Bumi Ade Leye. Yes, yes. What can we say about them?
You were not saying Agemome. That
Yeah,
name I
Olorúkọ
cannot
gígùn.
forget.
That one can't
You were
forget.
not saying
Okay.
Agemome.
Yeah, I think
That name I cannot forget. Just like Abutu.
I go to Egregor.
Abutu Tabita
Tabitha.
Egrego.
It's funny how you remember
Thank,
everybody's
thank God
middle
she's
name.
I
not here.
know, with the surname. Then we don't
Yes, with
used
the
to
son.
say just the first name. It's always with the surname.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they say nowadays, but that helped us a lot. We
Till
always
date, if you meet someone that calls you your full name with your surname, you know the person went to Akure. Straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I think what they do now more is they just call the surname. They
or
call
even
themselves by their surname
uh,
without the first name.
or even their pet names, or all these shortened names. TJ, Nico. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. 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 Thank you very much. Yeah. Happy birthday to them all. Tolu, your turn
Hey, Bumi. Happy birthday, everyone. I
to
think
tick
I
the
actually sent
box.
a message. I'm making up. I'm making up.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I think it's one of our final questions. I think this one says emergency contact information. Do residents need to provide emergency contact information for medical situations, and how are emergency contacts informed in case of residents' illness or injury? I don't know, because most people were living, except those living in
Akure.
maybe they had parents coming in, but people were in Lagos. It's later. I don't even think there were phones were working that well then. During our time, so I don't know how emergencies were done. Maybe they took them home. Who was in that situation? Please throw more light. Anybody in an emergency situation, how was it dealt with?
No idea.
No idea.
They used to
No
take them.
idea.
We had the
We
school
had
bus
we
now,
had
and
numbers,
they used
but
to
of
take
course,
them to
General Hospital.
Hospital.
state hospital now.
Hospital.
She's
Okay.
talking about in the situation where they needed to reach out to
To the
parents or something.
parents. To the parents.
Admin ló máa ṣe yẹn, àwa ò lè mọ yẹn.
we
Àtàwọn
keep
prefect.
trying.
Ẹni tó bá jẹ́ prefect ló máa mọ̀.
I'm gonna try it. It's in Olowo night.
But we thank God we didn't record
Right.
we
But
didn't
even
record
the
people
fear,
dying or
the
anything
fear
like
of the
that.
authority then would not even let you escalate your case to the point of emergency.
Abio, if the thing was not really, really choking your neck, you probably
I'm
would
telling
just
you,
sign
you
on
will
there.
start eating.
Yeah,
Who
but
remembers
it
who
probably wasn't
remembers
bad then.
who remembers
Exact.
Exit
form?
forms, of course.
Exact.
Except for that
Uh-huh.
name, I don't really hear it anywhere
No, it
else
wasn't
apart
a form.
from
It
exit
was
It was
form.
a
like
form now.
a booklet now.
It
You
wasn't a
get
booklet though. It was a
small.
script, like a form, kinda.
A
Not
sheet
even a
of paper.
proper word.
Uh-huh.
Let me check.
I
Eh,
Yeah.
remember.
what
Proper
was
word.
that green one
We
that
had
looks like
one green
something we
booklet
sign?
too.
We
Kini
had
I
one
think
book.
that was
ṣé kò ń ṣe ìta máa fi ń gba transport money àbí kinní kan money?
Something like that. The Amafin sign that I felt love
Someone
midterms.
Papa said
sign,
of
Yeah.
vacation.
Vacation,
Mm.
something like that.
That
I
one
still
was
have
at the
that
end
Exit,
of
thing.
term.
I have it
But
exit
if you
somewhere.
form.
wanted to go out, it's exit form.
Exit form. The
Exit
exit.
new.
The
Exit.
exit,
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
It was
exact.
exit.
The
I
exact is
Now,
remember. I
yeah.
remember one half term, midterm or whatever. Me Mokoto Shell, I think mine was in Nepal. Either be I want shall sign it, metron Loman sign it, that's other metron. So was sign it. So I needed this sign. Musha Loba. I remember I met her Lawson. She now said, with her strong accent, "O first sign exit. Lori yon she was eating in your Lori yon I was like, Ejo ma, Ejo.
you know what? It's just now. Like that. That what just came to my head. Now I'm thinking, is that a thing? And actually, exit exists. I was thinking it should be exit
It was
for
spelled
the
Exeat, Exeat.
exit.
What's it called?
Uh,
Yes, it was not exact.
it is a thing
Mm-hmm.
actually.
Yep.
Let's
Exact.
check
But
that
the
word out.
So there's really nothing like that, Abby.
It is. There is something
There
like that.
is.
Okay,
There
exact. Okay,
It
It's
okay.
from
was
Indian
Exeat
house.
form, but they call Exeat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
We always had that together with the
The book.
small book.
I remember that at some point, one of the forms, I did not feel it when we were going. I don't know how I managed to sleep through the night. But daily by Mushe photocopy. You know, my dad had the printing whatever.
Okay.
Mushe photocopies. You know how we used to hustle to get that thing? Wàá tún débẹ̀
Mm-hmm.
wọ́n á ló ti tán àbí kán fún ẹ kí ó kó
Mm-hmm.
blank. Sometimes you get a blank copy.
You have
Èmi
to
mo
write it out yourself.
mo yá ṣe photocopy wa láti ilé. So mo kàn máa ń mú nǹkan mi.
Ṣé
Subject
ń
mi
gbọ́?
lọ́tọ̀. Oh,
ó pẹ́
God.
ó pẹ́ ó pẹ́ tẹ̀ ti ya tara yín. Àwọn tó
ah.
pè é ní
Okay,
woodblock
ó mọ̀ pé mi I was
ṣọ́
very
parọ́ ń sìn.
You know that I was very small in stature then. I was maybe the second or third smallest. I was only taller than maybe Rayo Bello and one other person. I can't remember. So to hustle, bí mo ṣe wà yìí, talk shop mi ò lọ jẹ méjì rí.
Mm.
Tí bá máa lọ talk shop, it will be towards the end. So most things máa ti ń tán. Màá kàn ra nǹkan tí n bá really rí.
We used
But
to rush.
anything that had to do with hustle, I was not always lucky
Kai.
because my height used to make me deficient.
I have a sign here, talk shop sign. You know those louvers? You put your hand through the louvers.
Gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ń ṣe mi ever ní gbogbo àwọn injury yẹn because you won't catch me there.
Kai. Anyway, thank God. Thank you very much. Olutis Odukoya, I think that's
Tutu Odukoya.
Odukoya. It says they were taken to the state hospital Akure. And someone called Gloria Adama, 1984, said we were taken to the general hospital. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same one, state hospital, Akure.
So thank you very much to those who have written their comments. Thank you for letting us know. All right. Any question? Find for Enovo, Iro, and Bolanle Akinola. Can we say anything about them? Drummer girl, Iro. That's all I can say.
I'm surprised Zero is not
He's
even
not here
today.
today.
Yeah,
I thought I
guess
saw an enter.
We were expecting the doctors and nurses and all the medical professionals to come
What
and
is
tell
that
us their assessment of the sick bay at Akure and the reality. How close was it to reality?
Even without any doctor, even we can do the analysis. Some of us have worked in the healthcare sector before. And
your name was called now that day that they were looking for doctors.
well, me, I'm not a doctor, but I worked in the healthcare sector for a while in this country. And I know that that dispensary that we had, you can't even, did we even know how to perform CPR? No, we don't know anything about CPR. You can't even get there for kidney simplest inhalation. I don't think they could even treat typhoid there.
Malaria.
Even the malaria self, Omarai there out ni. Dispensary was not, I didn't see that. I think it was just protocol. And maybe it was just to give that woman a job. Because for me, it was almost non-existent.
Wow.
I'm not mocking it.
Yeah, that's true. They would have. The way I would look at it back then was that knowing Princey, that it was a nurse, and then having had a school too, and I remembered some of the incidents I had and issues I had. Maybe when we go for evaluations and things like that, it was a nurse that they had, and for legal reasons and management reasons, it made sense for the nurse to just take care of people who were recuperating. I don't know how it is here in the UK, but in Nigeria, nurse is just supposed to help you to take care of you after the doctor has treated you. And as a school, if they had allowed the nurses to do far more than that back then. If there was any issue, Shemo, it could have backfired. So I think it was just a safe thing. If the child has
Yeah.
anything that is more, take
Basically
them to
first
the
aid.
hospital.
But
Yes.
even the dispensary was not equipped for first aid. Maybe by I remember that okay, like my son now, he suffers severe nosebleeds. When I just say severe, I mean severe. What the about situations where thought it may be, they wanted to airlift him because he was bleeding non-stop for 55 minutes.
Wow.
So but they handled it, even though because of the amount of AJ, they still had to call in the paramedics. But I think they said it was after 25 minutes that the paramedics arrived. But the school is still equipped. They have a school now. There are things that they can still do, and that's a primary school, which was not for me. The dispensary we had in I think we were just lucky that we didn't have severity,
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't have severe cases. And considering the fact of the location of that where we were then, I think it
Yeah.
was just pure luck.
Nowhere.
In fact, our parents were going láyà tọ́jú wa síbẹ̀ yẹn.
We didn't have
I'm
casualties
telling you,
in the
I would never tí bá débẹ̀ first time tí mo rí nǹkan tó wà ń flọ́ mọ́ mi ò padà sí school yẹn mọ́. And that's a fact. I don't know
we
where
just
we were in
thank
the
God that
middle
no
of nowhere
death.
now.
Because I remember somebody that was sick then. It's not something I would like to share on this platform, but the case was really serious, and I knew that they almost could not contain the situation. It was something that was really, really very way beyond their scope. Let's just put it that way. And it was sad that they didn't have what it took to at least even the first aid that person needed at that time.
We didn't have it.
Do
Yes,
you
they
guys
just
Oh,
remember
did
Jaya
somebody
Akupe?
die?
Mm-hmm.
Remember
yes,
he had
Yeah.
one reaction to one thing. Tójú ẹ̀ wú kan báyìí.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. I
It
remember
was in
that.
my
Yeah,
class.
I
Yes.
remember.
People
Mm.
used
And
to
We
have
understand.
reactions to moth.
no, this one
Even
was
though it
very bad. Jaye's own was the worst I saw.
was moth.
Yes,
Tójú
I
ẹ̀ ga.
think
You
the
know
whole
Jaye
thing
was very
killed.
tiny framed.
Hmm.
Ojú ẹ̀ ga. And I remember she had to go. The school could not contain it. So that's
This
how bad
system was
our
just killing.
dispensary was.
Mm.
And then I don't even know when they took àwọn tó lọ sí state hospital. I never went to the hospital. What was the safeguarding that was in place for the ṣé nurse máa ń dúró síbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ní àbọ́kọ̀ máa ń fi wọ́n lẹ̀ ó dà kó máa ń fi wọ́n lẹ̀ ó máa ń padà lọ gbé wọn ni. Can you imagine? Look at all that. It was just
Mm.
pure loss
Shamus.
that no severities happened in
For
terms of
long.
loss of life. And then I can remember that Sharon Tipa kan wà tẹ́ pé sickle cell ni wọ́n. I wish we had somebody that could tell what their
Yes,
experience was.
yes.
Nwaka ego.
Nwaka Ego, she left. She left in her maybe JS1. Kò tiẹ̀ ṣe JS2. Me, kò parí JS1 gan.
Yes, I remember when one
She was
go.
in Red House. Nwaka Ego, kí ni surname ẹ̀ ná?
Class.
She was it C or D class?
Ego that was her surname.
No,
I think it was
Nwaka
in D.
Ego, that's her first name. Mo rántí ọmọ yẹn, ó máa ń smile gan báyìí, yín ẹ̀ pèlè lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, but I
Yes,
remember her very well. She was
I
in Red House.
D class.
Yes, she was in
This
Red House. She was in Dorm 3.
Yes, she was in Red House.
Anthony Shomore's dorm. Mi ò lè gbàgbé, yes, she was the first teacher tí mo pàdé. Ọmọ yẹn máa ń sick gan. She had to leave. Hers was even bad. I think ó máa ń ní jaundice or so, ojú ẹ̀ máa ń yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's true. Fumi Osho. I remember Fumi Osho
then
to
Fumi
having an
Oshoti
easy
was
word.
another
And we
kini.
were in class, all of us were jumping and we didn't know what to do. She was in D class and everybody was so worried. I don't even know what happened. I think at the end of the day, she went home from school. I didn't even think she went to the dispensary. That particular day, I think they took her from class and took her home.
Even now, to man asthma, all those. I think it was just God that we didn't have severities because that's
So
expensive.
àwọn tó máa ń ní seizure tó máa lọ fi spoon sí wọn lẹ́nu and all of that. I don't even know what to call it.
Convulsion.
Can you imagine?
Convulsion or whatever.
And there were no seniors in the boarding in no one in charge of
Senior
first
wo ló ń
aid
sọ? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó gan ni senior tó ń sọ ń gbà yẹn? 16-year-old.
Then our senior yẹn gan ṣọ́kọ̀ wọn.
How old
I
were
think by the
they?
time we
They
got
were
to senior, they
16.
could have had like a
There's
first
so
aid
much
kit.
risk. No risk management.
Yes, they could have had like first aid team that they would have students that they would have trained in minor
láàrin
things.
senior ṣé wine mi ni they were 16-year-old you told dàgbà jù ló máa jẹ́ 17 in this country a
Then,
16-year-old cannot even GPO mà ní rọ́mọ 16 except a responsible adult is there so what are we talking about.
country to wà nìyẹn.
Teach them
Nigeria
what
No,
they do.
no, that's a country power. Nigeria is just a country that is lawless. A 16-year-old has no capacity.
School mother, and they'll be your mother.
It will be your school mother.
I can't even school mother. I
What
can't.
do you mother around?
Anyway, thank you very much.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much, sisters. Says good job, guys. Long live FGGCA. Thank you very much, Feggy sister Gloria Adama. You also said we were in the hands of God. Yeah, and thank God we didn't have casualties. Yes, we had people who got insect bites. Yes, like all this moth. You know, they said the moth powder.
Somebody had snake bites. Somebody had snake bites. Can we remember? Yeah, somebody had
Where?
snake bites. I can't remember who. But any year lolly, it was when the thing they could not, I don't know what, shape, whatever. It was getting worse. The person went to, and then that was when she came back and she now told us that that they said the scar, the way the incision from the teeth of the whatever the snake shadow, it was snake bite, but it was not a very poisonous snake. The person was beaten on the field. I remember now, but I can't remember the person.
We were close to
when
the
the person
there was
came back.
no way there would be no snakes.
Yes,
So-
and the person was now anyway. The person was gisting us. I don't know if Bola was myself and Bola Jayola, so I can't remember. But the person was now telling us, trying to describe that if we see mark that looks like maybe two at the top, the way snake bites will shall look. When she got home and they treated her and everything. So when she came and she was telling us, I can't remember the person, but I can remember that conversation very clearly. That somebody had a snake bite issue. But it was not a very poisonous snake.
That's what happened.
It was just like something beat me. She went to the dispensary. They treated it like a regular wound and put iodine or whatever. But then the thing now started getting worse. And they went home. And
Tutu says the dispensary was a good hiding place.
She survived. Nothing happened to her. We thank God.
The incident I had with snake.
A good hiding place for those that didn't want to go to class. Girls hid there under the guise of menstrual pain.
What year was this?
Yeah, normal now. Yes, now.
Tutu Odukoya.
No, it's not Tutu Odukoya. Tutu Odukoya. We had Odukoya, not Odukoya.
Odukoya. This one is Olutis Odukoya.
Olutis Odukoya. So this one is not Tutu Odukoya.
Okay. So please, could you tell us what year this was? It says girls hid there under the guise of menstrual pain. And another Feggy sister says, yes, we had a few sickle cell students, e.g. Onyida Keju of blessed memories. Okay. This is Tonyo Dumbaku.
I was going to say, that's
okay.
Yellow House.
Okay.
So that means our time.
Tony, you must. I'm sure you are one of them.
Yellow House girls.
You are part of the problem. You
thank you very much. Yes, we have. We truly have to go. Thank you. She says, "Thank you, ladies. Break over. Got to go. Nice meeting you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for writing your comments. We really had. We're really blessed to have you here. Thank you very much, Tolu. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Poppy, Feggicopedia. Thank you, Kemi. Thank you very much for not making it a boring time for all of us. Eshegoni, thank you. And Tony Odumbaku is saying Taiwo girls. He's Taiwo.
Thank you, ladies.
I think Tutu. I mean, sorry.
Taiwo girls hid their love. I never had menstrual pain. No.
Okay, I never had menstrual pain. Okay, okay, girls hid
so
there.
You're sure?
Yeah, so sure, Bonnie.
So sure.
We're
I
going
think
to
I can
sing
only
our
get two names, so we'll keep it there.
we're going to sing our anthem as we go. What
Wait,
happy
before we
birthday
go, are we doing our outing this December?
outing. December. Oh, you mean
Eh,
Europe? The
yeah.
Europe. And we'll talk that.
We
We'll
normally
Is that
no,
a
we
Europe
do it
platform?
online now. We
No,
normally
okay, those of us here are even Europe.
we are 92 now.
Oh, no, Europe. We're just no Niger. We're all Europe.
Should be UK in gbogbo wa.
Uh,
sure.
we'll talk that one in our private talk.
It's
Yes,
okay,
yes,
no
yes.
problem.
You have
Yeah.
Mo fẹ́
audience
call
here.
yín out ni. Mo fẹ́ call gbogbo yín out ni.
Taiwo.
Eh? Eh? Wọ́n máa mopo.
Don't call us out, I beg. Ṣàánú ọmọ tí ò ní ìyá, tí ò ní bàbá, tí ò ní ìyá, tí ò ní
Àjọ ní bàbá ni má wọrí. Club
Ẹ
yẹn la
ṣàánú
jẹ wa.
ẹ ṣàánú àwọn ọmọ òrukàn o tí ò ní ìyá tí ò ní
Àjọjọjọ má
bàbá.
extend ẹ̀ débi. Hang it there.
Àwọn ọmọ
And
òrukàn ẹ ṣàánú
Eno,
wa.
happy birthday to Eno Bolale and Hero. Let's sing our national. What am I calling national anthem? National anthem, no. Let's sing our Feggicolla. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh,
Ó
Feggicola,
fẹ́ jí kọ́lá.
as
Àti
school will
mímọ́
call
yóò bí.
you
For
for honesty, loyalty,
loyalty to be.
I'm
I'm
also
so
very
sorry.
that
That you need to
you
restart.
are
I
going
don't must have changed.
Achieve
That's
success.
the thought of the way. We
reflect
pledge to do our best
and
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 raise our banner high.
Jesus
When you flag us around,
success.
succeed our aim.
I
I
pledge
pledge we must keep
to
to
make
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 us
us
to the best.
the best.
oh God
Oh,
in
in all our endeavors
to
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 serve
serve
with heart
our
and mind
and
and
to
to work with
this
strength unfailing.
that
That we will go that way
to the
to the glory of our King. We pledge to do our best
and
and
and raise our banner. And
Jesus
just like a around,
success.
successing our
Our
aim. Love. Uh, next time, Tony Odubaku, make sure you join in the studio.
yes so
Yes, so they just
thank you ladies, it was nice having you, it was nice
Mommy,
having this
thank you for being
thank you,
faithful.
Bumi. Thank you
Thank
for being
you.
a fantastic host.
oh thank you thank you
Bye, everyone.